Good morning, everyone. In just a bit, Joel is going to take us through some of the nuts and bolts for the day. But before we do that, I wanted to give you a framework, give you an idea of what I'm thinking, what I hope you can keep in your minds throughout the day as you're working together. So, you may or may not have noticed in social media of all types that educators nationwide, including each one of us in this moment in history, we're being regarded as highly competent, resilient, creative heroes. And appreciation for the work that you do is abundant, and finally the complexity of our work is now impossible to ignore. And I just think it's one of the huge payoffs of the situation that we're in. Our students are experiencing the highest level of attention to and engagement in the learning from all of the adults in their lives than I think they ever have. Rounding conversations show us that collaboration is at an all-time high in PLCs and that communication is consistent and clear district-wide, and we believe clear is kind. We are all working harder at using and manipulating technology to create a learning experience for kids that we would not have been able to even imagine just a month ago. So we're in awe of our own selves, too. The combination of our knowledge, our tools, our skills, our grit positions us now more than ever to personalize learning for each of our kids. We know that we still have students who we have not connected with, and we know that there remain pockets of frustration from adults and kids who are struggling with technology or language barriers or even just new routines. And we know that while most students are now showing up each day and completing assignments, we want to see each of our students meaningfully engaged and producing work that really represents high expectations and high achievement. We are now charged with planning for continued high quality, extended, flexible learning. So how might we leverage what we already know about ourselves and each of our kids, each of our learners, to engage them in learning like we've never seen before? How might we create learning plans that are easily accessible and challenge kids so that they can't wait to come to school, per se, every day and to show us what they're learning? So what I expect today is that you do what you always do. Work with that all-in mentality. I expect that PLCs will meet with all of the specialists and anyone else who works with the students at your grade level and confirm your scheduled live lessons. That's one thing that's really important for each week, and then come to agreement on the final draft of each weekly overview. So you're going to use the template that was provided in the April 13th professional learning presentation. It was also in one of our daily updates, and to create the drafts of the weekly overviews through April 30th. And we're actually ahead of game because everyone has already done their draft for week 3, so go team. Some of the expectations are that while you work together today, no one works in isolation. That's one. 2, that you create plans that do not include, or that do, I'm sorry, in preparing weekly overviews, this is called an unacceptable means. In preparing our weekly overviews, we will not work in isolation. We will not create plans that do not include multiple opportunities for students to connect personally with the teachers each week. And we will not create learning plans that do not include the assessment for learning strategies. So those are just some of the tight around the planning today. I know that you will keep doing the awesome work that you've already been doing. I am so proud and so inspired by the teamwork um, and the generosity that I've seen and felt personally as we work together and really um, combine our skills and our talents and put our egos aside to be able to create great things for all of our kids. So keep doing that. Let's have a great day. And again, Joel and I and Darren will be available throughout the day for whatever kind of support that you need.